Hello, everyone. A Cyclone of Fright here, and welcome to our all ghouls, goblins, and ghosties. And if you don't know which one you are, you're a ghoul. I am the Mon the Scorpion Piel, the closest thing to divinity on Earth. And over here, we have the Babadook.
Tell.
You need to be more inventive with it. Like, the main, or the only red turtle tail.
No. As we all know, I have side character energy, so no.
Okay, side characters still get nicknames. Have you ever heard of Robin?
Well, Robin's so cool in his own way for some people.
But Robin's a sidekick. And at least he got, his own thing instead of being called Bat Boy.
Okay, but I'm more like Coconut Head on freaking Ned's Declassified, is how I feel.
He had a nickname, Coconut Head.
Okay, well, I'm below Coconut Head then, I guess. I don't know.
You blow Coconut Head?
No, I did not say that. I said I am below Coconut Head on the scale of side characters.
Okay, so let's think of a name for you. Banana Head?
No!
Uh, Apple Face.
No, that's horrible. I don't even know what that is, but it sounds horrible.
Well, you said you're Coconut Head, so I'm trying to think of something similar to Coconut Head. Um, Melon Face.
No, that sounds god awful. Would you quit?
Um, Peanut Ears.
No, leave my ears alone.
Bacon Nose.
No, my nose does not resemble a strip of bacon at all.
Well, do you have a better one then?
Just my nickname, which is Tell. So leave it at that.
Squid Face it is.
Do not call me Squid Face.
Why Squid Face?
Would you quit calling me Squid Face?
You wouldn't think of anything better.
Hush, but no, no Squid Face. Anyways, let's get to our video.
Octillery Face.
No, Octopus Face is the same thing. No.
I said Octillery.
Either way, no.
So, today was supposed to be a lore video, but someone wanted a little bit more time. Don't know who.
Hush.
So, instead we'll be doing a different video. A much more relaxed video. A much more down to earth, you know, buried 6 feet under, and stoned with apples video. Man, do you think that hurt to be stoned by apples?
I'm pretty sure being stoned by anything would hurt.
Not marshmallows.
If they left them out or like froze them or something, I'm sure it would hurt.
No, just normal marshmallow.
Well, no, normal marshmallow probably wouldn't, but that'd also be a terrible death.
Why would it be a terrible death? Eventually, the marshmallows would just stack over your face, and
Yeah.
you'd suffocate due to marshmallow.
Yeah, no, that brings the game Chubby Bunny to all new extremes.
I'm not even gonna ask on that one. Not gonna ask.
Chubby Bunny is the one where you put the marshmallows in your mouth and you see who can have the most marshmallows in their mouth at once before choking.
That sounds stupid as hell, and I just want to put a disclaimer real quick. Don't try that at home. Don't try that out and about.
We tried it at school one time.
Okay, so she's an idiot.
I didn't try it.
Octillery face, really dumb.
Whatever, I didn't try it. I didn't do it. There was one chick though that got like I think 10 or 12 in her mouth, so I don't know.
Tentacruel face,
What? You quit.
kind of like Davy Jones.
No, hush. You leave me alone.
Okay, Tentacruel is a great Pokemon.
A great Pokemon, not a great thing to look like.
I wouldn't mind looking like a Tentacruel.
You wouldn't care. You probably would enjoy looking like Davy Jones because then people wouldn't bother you.
Well, if I looked like a Tentacruel, I'd always have gainful employment in Japan.
Would you?
Oh yeah, everyone knows if you had all those tentacles, gainful employment in the adult industry.
I guess so. I'll take your word for it.
with that, that actually segues us into the topic of this video. And that is we do a little pokey D&D where her character likes to hide under rocks.
I do not like to hide under rocks. I'm catching stuff from my little Poke Zoo.
So she's trying to make a Pokezoo and refuses to catch a Bonsley. Like, the kids can't pet a Bonsley in her zoo because no, she refuses to catch one to put in it. She hasn't even funded the thing yet, but she knows Bonsley has no place in her zoo.
I prefer Pseudo-Woodos, okay?
Everyone prefers a Zoodoo-Woodoo, but Bonsley exists, and I'm sure a kid would like to pet him.
I guess. I don't really know that they're lining up to do as such, but maybe.
She also has a chronic being broke problem.
I have to buy a lot of Pokeballs to fund my zoo.
So, what's your team like? Like, clearly you're a plus Poke trainer who knows all your types, your moves, when to do this, when to do that. What's your team looking like?
I don't know any of that, but my team currently consists of Ninetales, Alakazam, Gengar, Melodic, Dragonite, and Kingdra, I believe. And I picked some of them because I think they're quite cute. And my Alakazam, I evolved from an Abra, so it's been my buddy all throughout the campaign.
Her broken buddy. Her team relies on the broken gimmick of recovering all their HP. So despite the fact they're supposed to have 50 HP, most of the time you have to deal 124 or 5 damage to take it out.
That comes in handy sometimes whenever we're battling.
Yeah, I think over half her team. That's the reason they're on the team. She doesn't say that's the reason, but that's the reason.
No, I just find that they're cute, or I just think that those are the ones I'm gonna have on my team.
So what made you double up on Waters?
I don't know. I guess I just thought that those two were cute or something.
Do you even know which two are water types on your team?
Well, I'm assuming maybe Melodic and Kingdra.
Kind of scary you had to think about it that hard, but yes, those are the two water types. What made you double up?
Like I said, I just like to choose cute Pokemon. That's about it.
Kingdra's not cute. Horsey could be argued to be cute. Kingdra is not cute.
It's fine, thank you.
Oh, it's fine. Yeah, everyone knows when a woman says it's fine, it's never fine. So Kingdra, you better watch your back. And but Kingdra doesn't just double up on the water typing for you, he also doubles up on the dragon typing for you. Do you know the other dragon?
Yes, Dragonite.
So Kingdra just feels like he's doubling up on everything.
I don't know. I just thought he was kind of cool, and I'm pretty sure I got a stone to evolve him. So,
Scale. You got to scale.
yes, a scale to evolve him.
My team, well, first it consisted of fairies and ghosts. But my character's whole motivation is creating a rock band with the Pokemon. So, unfortunately, the fairies and the ghosts had to go, away so they could train. They had to hit their boot camp, do their boy band, whoop, 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 dancing and fasting. Scream Tail is actually the one managing this for me. That was my first Pokemon, and it's managing all the stuff to make sure they're doing it right. Make sure the Nihilape, is making sure to be a bouncer properly and plays the drums. But yeah, so they're having to do that. So now I've switched over to rocks. And the last campaign was me trying to catch some rock type Pokemon with nothing but bugs. Because the only thing I had at the moment was a Scyther that I plan on making into a Cleavor and a Venonat, which I have just until I can fill up the rocks. So yeah, that was fun trying to catch an Onyx. Because in our game, the way it works, Onyx doesn't just, horribly, horribly suck because he has first boss syndrome. But I was able to get him. because I laid a clever trap. I put a tarp over a watering hole. I covered that tarp in sleep powder. I had Scyther aggro the Onyx and fly over the tarp, and the Onyx went crashing into the water, which made him easier to deal with.
And should have put him to sleep, but instead all I did was really tick him off.
Well, that was the nat 20 slash to his face.
Ah,
He might have resisted it, but that didn't help much.
that is true. That is true.
Which we do make it where Pokemon that have the quad weaknesses or the all that, it's not as damning on them because of the fact that it's just a D4. If you resist something or super effective, it's an extra D4 for or against. If you're quad, that's just 2 D4s. So that's potential 8 more damage if it's quad effective, but that's not nearly as bad as it just being, oh, well, you rolled a, 10 on the dice, quad effective, so, 40 damage, Pokemon's dead. It's like, well, that was fun. Now it's you rolled 10 and then you rolled even max, so 2 4s. That's 18 plus the proficiency it has of 7, so 25 damage, half its health. That's way more tolerable.
Yes, true, true. It's come in handy more than a time or two.
But because of our Poke D&D and some other D&D things that we're going to be doing in the future, because we just love stories, that's why we're writers, we finally got a 3D printer. And we've started doing some minis of our Pokemon. Would you like to show them one of your minis?
Yes. So this is my little Alakazam. Where is he? Yes, this is my little Alakazam. See his little mustache? Yes. Apparently that was very hard to get the little
Support beams.
support beams off of with his little bee mustache. But yes, so there's my little Alakazam and his little spoons. How cute.
Do you not see where the camera is?
I
Like, what's
do,
with.
but
Like, it's avoiding the camera.
I do, but yes, this is a closer view of him.
You're looking at the camera, watching where it's going, as you're moving your head everywhere
Okay.
but the camera.
Okay, but we all know I also don't have the steadiest of hands, okay? So let's not point that out.
Mine, because, like, last session, I caught one of the things that's going to be with me for a long time, might even be a final team contender, is Onyx. You see how he's in the center of the screen?
Yes, I do. I also see that he's not like 7 feet tall, like the one that took 3 or however many hours.
7 hours. These ones are only taking us about 20 to 30 minutes, which is nice. We still have to paint them. Once we do paint them, we'll do another video and show them to you. Well, the 3 people watching. She has another mini, though. We've got a couple done so far that we need to paint, but we do have a couple done.
Yes, this one is one of my very favorite Pokemon, which is why I had him make a Dragonite with the little bag. Okay, it's right there. I don't know. I can't really tell how close it is. But yes, it's apparently from
You're looking
Pokemon,
at the
the
screen.
first movie. But yes, it's a Dragonite. One of my favorites.
You're looking at the screen.
Okay. I just couldn't get him in focus, okay?
Next up is
The very in focus Pokemon.
I caught. This one's not quite the model for it, but with paint, I can make it still look fine. It's a regular Arcanite model, but I caught a Hisuian one. But it should be fine because if I do the gray collar scheme, yeah. But no, they're turning out very nice. Most of them are taking only 20 to 30 minutes, which is really good.
Much better than the 7 hours that the one that was gigantic took.
Yes. And more importantly, we're going to do an army of Bellsprouts because I might have a problem with Bellsprouts, and Bellsprouts have a problem with me in the campaign. They're going to gank me.
Bellsprouts and Bellsprout accessories, apparently.
Yeah, there are no Bellsprout accessories. Just evil. Demon eyes.
Leave them alone. Leave them alone. They're perfectly fine.
Wow. We had to take shift sleeping in the forest because the Bellsprouts' glowing red eyes were coming for us.
I think that was just the glowing red-eyed lady the psychic warned you about that time.
No, it was the Bellsprout eyes. Um, but yeah, it's a lot of fun. We'll probably have a couple of videos like this where we'll show off some minis, talk about our Poke D&D some, and like I said, eventually we'll show them actually painted. Because at the moment we haven't got around to that, but we just printed these yesterday.
Yes. Yes, it was yesterday that we printed them.
But yeah, so good fun there. I do believe you have some news coming up about your first book and its ebook. I think it's something to do with like in the next 2 weeks it's going to be.
Yes, I plan on releasing the ebook edition of my book, and then I am going through and double checking things that I put into the first one to make sure that everything lines up with the rest of the information for additional books. So I will be putting up some new copies of my first book.
And book two is well on schedule, if I remember correctly, for its October release.
Yes, yes. At this point, I just have to do some basic editing and then send it off to get actually edited. But I do have the cover design already finished. And in fact, I also have the cover design for the third book, which is not entirely finished, but also won't be released for quite a while.
That'd probably be a one early next year.
I'm thinking maybe like February, possibly March.
That doesn't qualify into early next year.
Yes, it does.
What's early next year in your opinion?
Well, no, I just thought we were like making specifics since I said October for the other one, so.
Well, October because it's, you know, supernatural dillery due. And October is the month for supernatural dillery due.
Well, also October is whenever Noah's birthday is.
The hell's a Noah?
The main love interest from my book.
I thought his name was Gustavo.
No, I don't know what book you've been reading, but no. Noah is the wealthy casino owner that Lucy falls in love with.
Oh, I thought it was Gustavo, the broke crab fisher.
And no, I don't really know what you've been reading, but definitely not my book.
Well, and I thought like that was the whole point is he was a crab fisher in Indiana, so clearly he was a broke.
No, and I wasn't aware that crab fishing was such a hot spot in the good old state of Indiana.
Oh yeah. You can't find a better source for ocean crab than in landlocked Indiana.
I mean, I think a lot of people have crabs, but not the type that they're catching from the ocean.
They'll probably tell you they got it from the ocean. And won't always be blaming Starbucks toilet seats. I mean, you're gonna say they won't blame the ocean?
I'm sure they probably would, but like the Starbucks toilet seats, don't believe someone if they tell you that that's how they got a transmitted disease.
Well, no, it might have been. What if they were getting it on a Starbucks toilet seat?
Ew, that just sounds disgusting.
Would you prefer if they didn't have the toilet seat down, so they were just in the toilet?
I'd prefer if they just like had to be out and about, if they just like went in their car, but then again, they might get sued, so who knows?
Yeah, bringing up toilets always just makes me think of F-13 the game. My favorite kill was always finding that person hiding in the bathroom and just shoving their head in the water.
You did love that. You also loved to play the music really loudly to attract the Jason's attention and then like slam the door on its face.
That's because the Speedo of Justice knew no fear.
Clearly not. I think he was wasted most of the time.
The Speedo of Justice did not drink.
I'm sure he did.
Now, Camp Counselor Jason drank. Camp Counselor Jason drank a lot.
No, no, no. But one does have to wonder that since the game servers are shut down, whatever happened to that dude who paid all that money to get his likeness, which admittedly people didn't really care much for on there. But imagine paying all that money and then just it going away, and also people just really didn't care for the design in the first place.
Yeah, that dude probably just crawled under a hole and said, "Nope, nope, wasn't me." Oh, but isn't this you? Nope. But weren't you the one who donated all the money to have your likeness? Nope. Nope. Must have been my twin brother because it definitely wasn't me. Do you have a twin brother? Nope. And La Chapa is the one you're thinking of
True.
because everyone made fun of La Chapa.
That is true.
To be fair, his stats were horrible too.
Yeah, I
They
mean,
didn't do him any
I
favors.
think that if I was gonna pay all that money, I'd at least want like medium stats at the least. Like, I'm not saying I have to be top tier, but like if I'm shelling out that sort of money, I definitely want to be at least mid tier.
Well, it's also one of those things where, like, a lot of the stats due to people complaining about, people being able to hide from them kind of became worthless. Like, luck, stealth, all kind of became useless. Also, when you had the tryhard Jasons who just did the quick choke kill, because they,
True.
couldn't live if they didn't get all 8 kills. Your composure stat was also trash. I always liked playing Jason as camp counselor Jason. Like, you couldn't have boys and girls in the same cabin, or Jason will come in and have to sort things out. You weren't allowed out after curfew, so if Jason saw you outside of a cabin, well, and if you didn't buy his Girl Scout cookies.
He did have a lot of rules.
Okay, that's not a lot of rules. Follow curfew, no boy and girl intermingling, because he doesn't want any type of, pregnancies happening at his camp. And to buy his Girl Scout cookies, that's a lot of rules.
It could be, yes. What I hated most was whenever I would set up the vehicle and then I was too slow to get in there, and so they'd leave without me.
I always loved whenever I drive the vehicle into the lake.
You did that on more than a few occasions whenever people were absolutely annoying you online.
Well, yeah. I mean, if they were going to be annoying, it's like, we might all die to Jason. But I'll know your death is because of me.
Although, one has to wonder what these people were doing that they didn't notice him sneaking in back and forth, like taking the gas out and the engine, and like, why did he have the keys?
Quick question. Right now, outside, random homeless dude is taking the battery and siphoning the gas out of the car. Do you know?
Well, I would like to think that I would hear them doing something, but
How much noise do you think it takes to siphon gas out?
well, I mean, with the people around here, probably a lot of noise because they'd probably be choking on the gas, so you'd probably find them dead outside.
Nah, all the people around here, they're used to taking a hose down the throat.
I'm not sure what that says about the dating pool in this area.
But yeah, so I just like drowning people in the toilet as Jason. Favorite kill by far.
What are you thinking so hard about over there?
Nothing. I just want to see how long it took to have you react.
You looked like you were thinking pretty hard about something. I thought maybe it involved the video game. Taking modeling photos later?
Look at me. What am I freaking modeling for? Fangoria?
Well, no. For all I know, you're making a Pantene commercial. Everyone comments on your hair.
What the hell's Pantene?
A,
Is that like a pancake?
a fancy shampoo.
Called Pantene?
Yes. Pantene Pro V. It's the one that makes your hair like all shiny and luxurious.
Pro V?
Pro V.
Pro V.
Yes.
Pantene Pro Vasectomy.
Well, no,
I
but
mean,
some
that's
people
a
could benefit from those.
that's a little weird for a shampoo, but I mean, if it works, it works.
Well,
It'd save money.
they gotta get their messaging in somehow.
Oh, so it doesn't actually like operate as a vasectomy?
No, but it would be fortunate if some things did.
Well, that's sad. Save so much money. But
Yeah, so what a simple $3 box of condoms, but you obviously can't see people using those for some unknown reason.
the Bell Sprouts, man. Every time someone goes to buy a box of condoms, it's a proven fact. A Bell Sprout vine whips them. It's like, hey, ow, ow, okay, fine, I won't. I'll go do it unprotected. Get her pregnant and catch an STD. It's fine. Ow! I didn't even touch it.
I guess you looked at it too long or something. I don't know.
No, Bellsprouts are just dicks. Proven fact.
Oh, are they?
It's a carnivorous plant. Any type of carnivorous plant is a dick. A plant out to bite you, hurt you, or kill you is a dick.
I mean, I guess I can't argue with that. That does seem pretty awful.
Thank you. So, are any of the Pokemon on your team going to be replaced? Or is this like the final team for the next 4 gym badges?
I think at this point they're pretty final. They are pretty top tier, so. But I'm not entirely sure. Sometimes I do like to switch it up with the other cute Pokey that I have, so.
What about whenever you catch a legendary? Who's getting the boot on the team?
Hmm. I don't know. I don't know. Definitely not my Alakazam because it's been my ride or die. So
Because you're allowed one legendary and one mythical that we're allowed to catch.
I guess probably sadly Kingdra would have to go.
Get bent, Kingdra.
Leave my Kingdra alone. All I'm saying is that like obviously my Alakazam isn't going anywhere. My Dragonite's not going anywhere. Gengar isn't going anywhere. Ninetales isn't going anywhere. So
Gengar is actually permanent. He has his spot on the team.
he has been doing pretty well for me. So I believe so.
Okay, but when you're able to have a mythical and a legendary, that's 2 spots.
I don't really know. I haven't decided yet.
Who's getting the boot? Uh, I'm currently collecting as many fossils as I can, 'cause I want to use as many of them as I can. Next camp session, I'm heading to Pewter City, which is where the fossil rejuvenation place is at, so I can get like a Shieldon. I think we have a Dome fossil, so I'll be able to get a Kabuto. Which other ones? Oh, we have a Cell fossil, so I'll be able to get no, it evolves into Aurora, so I think it's like Aurora or something. I love that. It sucks type wise. Ice Rock, horrible type combination, but it looks majestic just as. And then, of course, we have Onyx, who I will not be evolving into Steelix, and I will be killing tons of Bellsprouts and people with him. Yay! What?
Are you gonna push more people into the volcano accidentally?
I didn't do that. They were team in their own life. That was their team.
I don't think that was their own team's name, but they did seem to meet some nefarious fates. I think they might be involved in the Final Destination movies.
So it's they have a giant E on their shirt.
Well, that's not Team End or anything like that.
And what about the one who, while unconscious, drug himself down to the basement, handcuffed himself to a pole, and fed himself to a giant Galarian Articuno?
I think that's some really awkward detective skills there, so
What do you mean?
I definitely wouldn't trust you if I got murdered to investigate into my death. Let's just say that.
Why?
Well, because how is he doing all that unconsciously? Like, are you saying that he had some mind powers and was somehow like floating down into the basement and like really into some weird stuff and accidentally like ghost mated himself? Like,
Well, technically he was floating down there in the arms of a ghost pig.
hmm, yeah, exactly. Now the truth comes out.
What? Ghost pigs are bad?
If they're about to kill someone, then yes.
Did not, did not, did not unintentionally snuff them out. They decided to end it all themselves.
Oh, I'm sure.
I know, I can't believe it's not murder.
Oh, it definitely is. Dexter.
Dexter, 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 Dexter. Is that the dude who was sleeping with his own sister?
And near the end of the series, yes. Let's not discuss that. I try to forget that ever happened.
Yeah, I think I quit after like season 4 because it got too dumb for me.
I think you did.
Well, we had fun with this one. The promised lore video is coming. Someone just needed some more time to finish their lore stat book. For which character are you going to be doing?
I believe Jaden. The cat just decided to attack my foot all of a sudden randomly as I was speaking. So
Jaden!
that's not how he says his name, but I guess that's how Houdini wanted me to say his name for today.
I'm pretty sure you just became an enemy to the entire LGBT with his whole Jaden!
No, it had nothing to do with that, and everything to do with the cat randomly deciding to leap upon my foot. There was a cat. It was a little bitty gray cat that gets a lot of exercise.
We have no gray cats, especially that get exercise.
We have one that definitely doesn't get exercise, but there is also one that gets medium exercise and one that gets a lot of exercise.
I'm pretty sure the one that doesn't was on a video last week.
Yes, yes, he was. Oh, if it's not the culprit himself. Yes, if it's not the culprit himself. That was the sock biter. Look at him. Though he appears so innocent right now. 5 minutes ago, he was being terrible.
He's just a little old gray cat.
Yeah, so he says, look at him.
Just a little old gray cat.
Yeah, he's very spry for his age.
He really is quite old. He's turned gray. Look at him.
He was always gray.
He used to be pink and purple.
He did not.
That's what I painted him as.
Oh, you did not.
Did you?
No.
Have you ever seen my drawings?
No, I guess not of Houdini if he's apparently pink and purple, so.
Remember the time that you cut my hair or I like brushed my hair and then we put the stuff out on as a wig on Dini?
Yes, that was pretty hilarious. He actually wore it. He actually wore it for about a minute and then he threw it off. Much like someone else who happens to be orange and wears a toupee, but
You go and wrap us up.
well, with that said, it looks like the cat has decided to exercise his karate skills for the day. So, this has been the Cyclone of Fright. And, so we're saying goodbye to all our ghosts, ghouls, and goblins. And if you don't know which one you are, you're probably a ghoul. And not the awful type like in the Sinister movie. Well, with that said, I think he'll be alive after this, so bye!